Moving on now to technology. It seems the more we depend on high-tech tools, the more we are vulnerable to those people who use technology for crime. More than 175 million people around the world are members of Facebook, and they've now become a huge target for scammers and hackers. We recently spoke to J.R. Raphael from PC World about how to protect your profile.
The Nigerian 419. This one is a decades-old scam that's finding new life in the social networking world. It works by a hacker taking over your friend's account. He'll send you a message saying he's stuck overseas. Is there any way you can just wire him $500 so he can get home safely? The problem is it's not your friend who's sending you these messages, it's the hacker. And if you send that money, you're never going to see it again. These guys can be pretty convincing too, because you have to remember they have access to your friend's entire profile, personal details, and they'll throw all that into the conversation to make it seem all the more realistic. Next up is the application attack. Facebook is famous for all those third-party applications you can add onto your profile. What you have to realize, though, is when you grant those applications access to your profile, you're also granting that programmer access to personal information. One application where we saw issues in the past was called Secret Crush. Secret Crush was advertised as helping you find your secret admirers online, but in actuality, all it did was go after your personal information. CubeFace works by convincing you to click on a link. It'll usually come from a friend. It'll say something like, hey, check out this funny video of us with our buddies. When you click on it, though, what happens is you'll be asked to download a software update. That update is actually just the virus in disguise. And once you download it, you've got the CubeFace virus on your system, you're infected, and you're going to start spreading it to your friends. Some tips for protection. Never do anything based on Facebook contact alone. If your buddy's telling you he's stuck somewhere and needs some fast cash, pick up the phone and call him. Use extreme caution in installing applications on your profile. When you grant an application access to your information, you're also granting that programmer access to personal information. Be very careful what you click. A lot of these scams operate on the basic principle that it's easy to trick people into clicking to some external site, and once you're there, you don't have as much control over what you're doing. Make sure you know where you're going before you click on it. Your data has a high amount of value, and once it's out there, there's no way to get it back. Privacy is something that you cannot reclaim once you've lost it.